Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode 58, and today we're returning with a triple header as they take on Huddersfield Town away from home, Blackburn at home in the FA Cup fourth round, and then Real Sociedad away in the first leg of our round of 32 clash in the Europa League. Before we play the games though, just calm getting on off camera. And of course, in the last episode, you saw our goalless draw away at the Etihad Stadium against Manchester City, and then our 3-2 defeat away against Spurs on Boxing Day. I played 7 games off camera, all domestically, and as you can see, it's been a good run. 5 wins and 2 draws, and in this run as well, you might notice here, not a single goal conceded. Our defence this season has been absolutely incredible, and we bounced back after that loss away against Spurs, and just one win in 4 of a win against Bournemouth by 2-0. Peleo Maria, back-to-back games without a goal. He doesn't come good in the big games, but in every other game, he always comes good. Scored our first goal 24 minutes in, and Jason, with 14 minutes to go, got on the score sheet as well as our captain and vice-captain got the goals in this game in a comfortable 2-0 victory. Should have won again with more goals, really. Had the chance, but just spurned so many of them. But following out on New Year's Eve, we beat Leeds United by 4-0, also in Wales as well. Oscar Gonzalez got one, having a great season for us this year in his debut. Then Maria bagged a brace in this game, and Sessignon also got one as well. And in this match too, 3 of the 4 goals were set up by Jason. A hat-trick of assists for our captain in this game. And he's done this before. He did it against Watford in the first game where he led the team out as official captain. And I think he's done it once before as well. So I think this is his 3rd time he's done it. 3 assists for Jason in the game. A hat-trick of assists and a convincing 4-0 victory there as we had a resounding win against Leeds. And then following that, a 1-0 victory against Fleetwood Town in the FA Cup 3rd round. Very lucky game this one though. Did not play well. And Ben Woodburn missed a penalty in the 54th minute. Jordan Archer, formerly of Millwall goalkeeper, saved a spot kick, turned onto the post. Woodburn turning the rebound into the open net and made it 1-0. So just about escaped to make it through to the 4th round. And then after that, back-to-back 2-0 wins in the Premier League. First home, then away. First in Wales against our friendly rivals, Everton, beat them by 2-0. Alenya scoring our first lovely strike by our number 8. And then Pedro Antonio broke his goal drought for the first goal since he scored against Chelsea, making it 2-0, 8 minutes to go, and giving us the 3 points. And our final game off camera, our final game in the winning run off camera was a 2-0 victory away against Watford at Vicarage Road. Alenya scored in stoppage time in the first half. It was a shambolic piece of goalkeeping. Andre Onana could have stopped that one. Terrible goalkeeping. Butterfingers made it 1-0. And then just before the hour mark, Peleo Maria headed the ball over the goalkeeper, made it 2-0. That gave us the 3 points. And also, that goal Maria scored there was his 100th league goal in a Cardiff City shirt. And our final team goes to camera, back-to-back goalless draws. First away at Ewood Park against Blackburn Rovers in the 4th round of the FA Cup, hence why there's a 4th round replay today. And then at home to Brighton, a stalemate in a 0-0 draw in the Premier League as well. So yeah, great run for Cardiff City defensively, not a single goal conceded. Right now in the Premier League, as you can see, we're still in 4th place with 14 games to go. Liverpool still lead the way with 56 points on the board, 5 clear of Chelsea and United in 2nd and 3rd respectively. But yeah, for us right now, 4th place, 4 points clear of City in 5th and 6 clear of Spurs in 6th. But a long way to go. Taking nothing for granted right now, 14 games still remaining. But again, look at this right now. Maria leading the way in the Golden Boot race. 23 goals for Peleo Maria this season. 8 clear of Harry Kane in 2nd right now. But for Onana, top of the Golden Glove race. 14 clean sheets, 3 clear of Edison. And defensively this season, the best defensive record in the division with just 16 goals conceded in 24. We've been superb at the back this year. And just before we dive into the first game of today's episode, we take on Huddersfield Town away from home in the Premier League. Harry Maguire's side 4 points off the drop zone and desperate to pull away with a big win today. And having a couple of things to report in terms of the transfers. As you can see, we've loaned out a couple of our youngsters, including Piero Raviotta, the young Italian who we signed last year in January. We've loaned him out to Inter Milan. He's going to play at the San Siro until the end of the year. They're paying his wages and we'll see how he gets on. I did give him some minutes this season. He scored 2 goals in Europa League for us this year as well, but I've blown out to Italy to get some more game time and we'll see how he gets on at the San Siro. And also I showed you this guy at the start of the season, Brahim, a young Moroccan midfielder, has agreed to join us after he signed a deal in the summer. He's now turned 18, so has come in the January window. Just a reminder, if you get these are these stats right now, he's in the under-23s with a youth work permit. He's got 19 determination, 15 work rate as well, my favourite stats here. He's got a driven personality. We'll keep an eye on him and see how he gets on in our under-23 3. So yeah, first game of today's episode, we're going to dive straight into it. It is indeed Huddersfield Town away in the Friday night kickoff as Harry Maguire welcomes us. Every time we faced him since he left the club, we've beaten him and scored a few goals against him. Let's see if the trend continues today. And right now in the injury report, everyone is injury free apart from Goncalves, who went down a few weeks ago with a hernia, I believe, and he's not fully fit to play the game, so therefore will be in the reserves for the match. This team again in 4-2-3-1. We've got Onana in goal, about for Ben Davies, Kimpembe, Geordie and Odriozola, with Carls and McKennie through the middle. Attacking midfield trio, Ryan on the left, Jason on the right and Gonzalez through the middle, supporting Paleo Maria, Golden Boot leader, up top. And on the bench, Henderson, Holding, Stefano Cameras, Ward-Prowse, Woodburn and Pedro Antonio as well. So first game is the Terriers. Let's get a big 3 points and humiliate Maguire. Come on, you Bluebirds. And there he is in the starting 11. I know we beat him back-to-back with Wolves, and I'm pretty sure we faced him once with Spurs last season as well, but he didn't play in the other 2 games against us, I think. And yeah, so let's see if we can keep the 100% streak up against Maguire. And passionately, I'm going to say to the boys here, passionately, the media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a worthy display. You know, back-to-back games without a goal. I want to see that streak end today. I don't want 3 games without a goal. I want to see us put the ball in the back of net on a few occasions today. And I want Maria to extend his lead in the Golden Boot race as well. Come on, son. So first highlight of the game, coming to the Bluebirds inside the first couple of minutes. Ryan Sessegnon finds Ben Davies. And our left back feeds into Maria. And Paleo turns him around and goes for goal. And fires it just wide. Still 0-0. Good start early, though. Harry Maguire desperately wants to keep Jason and Paleo quiet tonight. Let's see if he can do it. Gonzalez to Alenia as he made a bright start to the game inside the first 10 minutes. Weston McKennie now on the ball. Back into Carls. And our number 8 finds the OG. Gonzalez to Sessegnon. Picks it up. Drives his man. Finds Jason. Oh, great save by Joel Pereira. And turns behind for a throw. Excellent start though, but still goalless. Going to shout to the boys and say get creative. See if we can get a few more chances inside the first 20 minutes as Harry Winks sends it long down the left hand side to Lewis. And the cross is headed clear by Geordie. But Huddersfield coming for their first chance of the game here with Jeong trying to turn Davis. And the cross to the far post is going to drop to Morgan. And now Lewis, he's got a chance to cross as well. And it goes smart, heads it down. The shot comes in. And Andre Onana fails to keep it out. Back-to-back games without a goal. Haven't conceded a goal in the calendar year. But there's the first one. And Andre Onana, I've got to say, should have kept it out. No excuses. It's tipping it down, to be fair. The rain was in his eyes, but he still should have stopped it. Oh, that's terrible from Onana. Absolutely terrible. Flat-footed, terrible technique. Palms it into his own goal. That should have been saved. 1-0 Huddersfield. Dear, oh dear, Andre Onana, that was a howler, and he might be leading the way in the Golden Glove race, but he'll want that one back. Geordie to Kimpembe, as we trail by a goal. You would have seen Harry Maguire after that goal went in, shushing me on the sidelines there. As the Terriers strike first. And this will be a big win for them as well. They'll leapfrog Brighton, go into 16th place, go 7 points clear of Swansea in the 18th place right now as well. So this will be a massive win if they can hold on to it. But we are in the top 4 and in the top 4 for a reason. Maria finds Jason, the captain, plays it long. Sessegnon's on the end of it. Another fine save by Pereira. 2 big ones today already. Well, the unbeaten run was going to come to an end at some point, but I'm going to demand the boys show some passion out there. We're 1-0 down against a team right now threatened by relegation. Harry Maguire is getting his revenge finally, and that will do it for the first half. We're 1 goal down and we've got to turn this around, otherwise it'll be 3 games without a win and 3 games without a goal. I'm going to get aggressive in the halftime team talk, and I rarely do that, and I'm going to say to the boys, come on lads, show a bit of desire. You don't look like a team who wants to win, and that's motivated and fired them all up. We've actually done okay out there. We're right now leading the way in possession, 85% pass completion ratio, and have had the most attempts as well. We just haven't taken them in recent weeks. So still 1-0. Second half begins. I'm confident we'll get back in this game at some point, but the longer it goes on, the more we'll start to doubt ourselves. 3 minutes after the restart, the skipper on the ball plays it back to Weston McKennie, and we need someone out there to do something nice, something special, as Jason finds the OG, and he can provide it, but he's tackled, and I think it might be a penalty actually. There's a VAR. It seemed like a good challenge, but instead it's a penalty, and a chance for Jason to put us back on level terms from 12 yards. The captain's missed one this season already. But he's not going to miss this one. The big man for the big occasion strokes it into the bottom corner, sends Joel the wrong way, and puts us back on level terms 4 minutes after the restart. Jason with ice in his veins, the coolest of penalties, strokes it into the bottom corner. Huddersfield 1, Cardiff 1. Let's get this comeback started. Come on, Cardiff. Come on. If we're going to stay in the top 4, we can't afford to drop points against the side right now trying to stay up as Morgan goes for goal, and right from kickoff, I can't believe it, Huddersfield Town have restored their lead. Hadn't conceded a single goal since December, and now 2 in the same game against a side who are only just above the drop zone. Harry Maguire is loving it. Morgan to Will Hughes, strokes it, Will Hughes to Morgan, strokes it past Onana. Can't point the fingers at him for that one. It's a good finish. Bottom corner, Huddersfield 2, Cardiff 1. Show some goddamn passion, lads. Seriously, we're going to have to change the 4-2-2-2 here. The 4-2-3-1, it's just, it works every now and then, but it's teams now are starting to figure out how to play against us in this system. I think what we'll do is we'll keep Jason on, and I think we'll... I don't even know what to do here. Tell you what, I'm going to keep Jason on. We're going to modify our 4-4-2 diamond here and go 4-3-1-2. Now, you might not notice this, but right now I'm training Jason to play as a central midfielder, as we are going to phase him back in field in the final few years of his career. And in fact, we could play him as a box-to-box and play Elenya as deep line playmaker. Wouldn't be against that. Yeah, let's do that. And go with 4-3-1-2 for the final half an hour and bring on our number 9 as well. There's plenty of time, but as things stand, to be a big defeat and a big win for the Terriers. Lewis down left-hand side of Huddersfield, crosses, and that could have been free, and that would have been game over. I can't believe this. Where has this come from? We have gone into a free fall in our form, and we've got Blackburn Rovers in the FA Cup 4th round to come next to replay. If we lose that, that's another competition gone, and don't forget the first leg away in Sociedad in 2 weeks' time as well. This will be a big defeat psychologically, and no wins in 3 games. Ryan Sessegnon heads it clear, but straight back to a Terrier with Jong down the right-hand side. In goes the cross, and it's dropped all the way to Morgan, and Cardiff City are sinking without a trace. Huddersfield Town 3, Cardiff City 1. Harry Maguire is fist pumping for his life. Sessegnon's clearance not the best. John gives it to the right back, who whips in a deep cross, and Geordie at 6'6" loses bearings. Odriozola gets sucked in, and Lewis Morgan gets his second goal of the game. 3-1. Maguire's on a 7.5. I can't believe this, and Geordie's on a 4.5. What a nightmare for Cardiff City. What a big win for Huddersfield Town. Harry Maguire finally gets his revenge as the Bluebirds, as Maguire makes a great tackle, the Bluebirds have been humbled away in Yorkshire. 3-1, a big win for the Terriers and a massive defeat for the boys from Wales. That is one great way for Harry Maguire to start his weekend. A 7.8 in a brilliant display for Huddersfield Town, but a shocking performance from the Bluebirds. That was just not good enough, and I'm going to get aggressive at full time as well and say you were not good enough tonight. That was the sort of match we should be winning. Geordie with a 4.5, Harry Maguire with a wry smile on his face. He walked down the tunnel, gave me a cheeky little wink on the way down as well. 3-1 the final score. No one saw that coming. I can't believe it. Massive defeat. And now City, if they win on the weekend, will cut the gap to 1 point. Abysmal display. Well, we got back to our hotel and we saw the interview, the post-match interview from Harry Maguire. Jamie Carragher asking him what he thought of me, and he did not hold back. He said he's a fraud. He said JC's a fraud. He's not a proper manager. He doesn't even do his own tactics. I tell you, Harry Maguire absolutely loving that. His first victory against us since leaving us, leading the Terriers to a big win in their quest to stay up. The rivalry continues, and he's got his first win, and what a win it was for them. Come on, Burnley, do us a favour at Turf Moor. Take points off City, please. Get a result there. Don't allow them to get all 3 points, please. Yes, 2-0 win, so at least we can celebrate that. The gap remains at 4 points, though Spurs have a game in hand, and I believe that will be coming on Monday night. Yeah, they're away at Craven Cottage as well. So at least the gap remains at 4 points between us and City. Big win for Burnley, and thank goodness for that. Okay, so second of the big 3 games today, we now turn our attention to the FA Cup as you take on Blackburn Rovers, the Championship side, in the FA Cup 4th round replay. Held at a stalemate away at Ewood Park, right now in 6th place in the Championship as well, doing really well in the playoffs. So big game here, and with us in poor form, they'll be sniffing an upset and a chance to make it through to the 5th round. This is actually for the game. We're going back to our 4-4-2 diamond narrow gegenpress system, and this will be our lineup as we make a lot of changes on the back of that surprising defeat. Henderson comes in between the sticks for Mr. Error-prone Onana, and the back four has gone Cowes, Kimpembe, Rob, Holding, and Stefano, with the midfield core being Camarasa, McTominay, Ward-Prowse, and Gonzalez, the advanced playmaker, supporting Maria and Antonio up top together. We need goals from Maria tonight. Come on, Vice Captain, show what you're all about. And on the bench, Onana, Matip, Sessegnon, Alenya, Jason Murphy, and Woodburn as Geordie is dropped. Second game, it's a massive one. Cannot afford to lose this as well. Come on, you Bluebirds, need a return to winning ways here. Going out tonight would be absolutely catastrophic. Out of the FA Cup, we're already out of the League Cup as well, don't forget. And with the Europa League round of 32, first leg against Sociedad in Spain to come as well, we need a response, and that's the way to start. Our Portuguese youngsters fire us in front early. Helder Goncalves crossing to the centre, and Pedro Antonio, he certainly picked it up after a rough start to life in Wales. The 18-year-old connects with the left back, nods it in to the far corner, and makes it 1-0. Lovely chipped across by Goncalves to the back stick, and Pedro Antonio makes it 1-0. Perfect start, and now let's make it 2, shall we? Stefano de Camarasa plays a 1-2. In goes the cross, temporarily dealt with, but as Maria flicks on, the goalkeeper fumbles it, and Pelayo is back on the score sheet after 3 games without a goal. 33rd of the year, 2-0 Blackburn, 2-0 Cardiff even. What a start. This is much more like it. And this is what we need as well. We don't just need a win. We need a convincing win as Maria rattles the crossbar and Blackburn Rovers will escape through Cullen. Still 2-0. A brilliant start this. And I'm going to shout to the boys on the sidelines. I'm going to encourage them. And they're frustrated by that. Keep it going, lads. Keep it going. Ward-Prowse's cross. Maria makes it free. A brace for Pelayo inside the first 20 minutes. What a start for Cardiff City. Just put us in the 5th round already. We're there. Goncalves, Maria. Oh, hat-trick in 24 minutes. He scored a hat-trick in 27 minutes earlier on in the season. That's even quicker by 3. Pelayo Maria's 35th goal this season. Goncalves with his 2nd assist of the game. When he went down for 3 or 4 weeks for that hernia, we really missed him. He's such a fantastic left back. Great cross the middle. Maria nods it home. 4-0 Cardiff. Put us in the next round. Oh, God. And of course, when everything's going according to plan, something has to totally fuck us all up. Oscar Gonzalez goes down. It's his 2nd injury of the season. That's a potential foot injury. Let's hope it's not a broken one. And what we'll do is we'll bring on, let's bring on Ben Woodburn to play the advanced playmaker role. 4-0 up though, and that's a bit of a damp moment in what has otherwise been a really good performance so far. Well, that is an excellent way for Cardiff to respond. 4-0, the final score here in Wales. All of our goals coming in the first half for our strike duo. I wanted to see Maria get a couple of goals tonight. In the end, he walks off with the match ball. A first half hat-trick, a 4-0 win, and a convincing bounce-back victory. And I'll say, well done, lads. That was a good win for us, and we needed that. I said pre-game, not just a win, but a big, convincing win to remind everyone of what we're capable of when we're clicking. 4-0 the final score into the 5th round, and we'll take on Sunderland in the 5th round away at the Stadium of Light, also in the playoffs in the Championship right now. But as for the Gonzalez injury, how bad is that going to be? Oh, it's a broken toe. And he's out for 6-7 weeks. One of our best players of the season, Oscar Gonzalez. But his determination has dropped by 1. And he's now going to be out for 6 to 7 weeks. He'll miss both of the legs against Real Sociedad in the Europa League round of 32. That is a big, big blow. Huge injury. And we are going to miss the OG big time. Just real briefly on Goncalves as well. Look at how good this guy is, man. Seriously, he's only 22 years old as well. He turned 22 back in November. His stats are just absolutely incredible. Whilst on the offensive end, he's only got 9 for crossing and 10 for dribbling as well. Doesn't seem too great. He still does chip in with quite a few assists every now and then. 6 in 18 in the Premier League, having his best season for us in terms of assists this year in the league. He's such an important member of our back line. And Spurs just picked up a big win on the weekend against Wolves as well. So they now cut the gap to just goal difference in the Premier League whilst we do have the game in hand with 13 games to go. Only goal difference, only 6 goals separating the two sides now. Clinging on to 4th place is going to be a very difficult task for us. It's doable, but we can't afford to slip up between now and the end of the season in any other game against the teams outside of the top 7-8. We've got to make sure that every time we face one of the teams outside here, we get a win. Not just a draw, but get a win. So let's move into the 3rd and final game of today's big triple header as take on Real Sociedad away in Spain in the first leg of our Europa League round of 32 clash. I said when the tie was drawn, I put us as favourites heading into this game. Now, Real Sociedad will probably be thinking, come on lads, we are right now in 6th place in La Liga. We've got some fantastic sides, a fantastic striker in Robert Lewandowski with 11 goals and 8 assists in 22 La Liga games. Let's shut JC up and prove that he's a fraud and get a big win here with Cardiff in poor form right now. So for tonight, what I want to see is a couple of away goals and a big win to take back to Wales, and this will be our teams. We stay with the 4-4-2 diamond narrow gegenpress system. We scored a lot of goals playing this system this year, and I want at least 2 away goals tonight to take back to Wales. And the big news is that Henderson will remain in goal for the game, and Onana will stay on the bench. And the back four has gone Calvis, Kimpembe, and Rob Holding staying in for Geordie with Odriozola at right back, and the midfield quad is Camarasa, McKennie, Ward-Prowse, and Alenya. And up top, once again, the boys Paleo and Pedro Antonio. And on the bench, Onana, last minute change, Geordie, Sessegnon, McTominay, Jason, Murphy, and Woodburn as well. So here we go. It's the 3rd and final game. The first leg, Sociedad away. Massive clash. Come on, you Bluebirds. Lewandowski is in the starting 11 tonight. And as I mentioned before, there are 2 routes for us to qualify for the Champions League for next year. Of course, the traditional way, which is by finishing in the top 4. And obviously, this way, by winning the Europa League. So passionately, I'm going to get passionate for the game and say, I expect you to get a good result to get... No, don't say that. I'll say what I said against Huddersfield. The media have given you a lot of credit lately, so go out there and put on a worthy display. They seem to respond well to that. And let's see if that translates into a good on-the-pitch display as well. Huge first leg this psychologically. Got to make sure we at least get 1 or hopefully 2 away goals. With Sociedad's team, Grezda, who I had the chance to sign before on the right-hand side. Fischer down the left-hand side. Victor Fischer, that guy who I can never pronounce playing attacking midfield. And of course the Polish striker Lewandowski as well. They're going to score at least once or twice over the 2 legs. We've got to make sure we get a couple of goals as well. And instead we might have a penalty inside the first 17 minutes. VAR. God, I wish you could speed this up so badly. Seriously, it seems to take ages for them to give a decision. Fofana took down Ward-Prowse on the edge of the area. The question is, was he inside the line or on the line or outside of it? He was inside, and the referee gives a penalty. Now, Jason's not in the team, so I think Alenya is going to take the spot kick and try and convert it from 12 yards. Jason on the bench, our normal penalty taker. Alenya takes them in his absence, and it will be Carl's Alenya to take it. Can the Spaniard put Cardiff in front inside the first 90 minutes of the first leg? He can indeed. Smashed it home and a perfect start. 18.5 minutes in. Alenya with a finish. 1-0 Bluebirds. Let's not let up though. Let's get a second away goal if we can. Ward-Prowse flicks onto Maria. And as Pedro Antonio plays back towards Vic Camarasa. Oh, Vic Camarasa, who is 3rd of the year, a team leader, even though it doesn't say it in the dynamics. This guy's been here since season 1, and he always seems to come good, and particularly in big games as well. Vic Camarasa on the edge of the area, receives it from Pedro Antonio, and what a strike into the far corner. The Spaniard with a goal, 2-0 Cardiff, and that's what I wanted. 2 away goals. We got it inside the first half. How is Sociedad going to respond? They need a goal really before half-time, you'd say. Grezda sends it long to Victor Fischer. Odriozola heads clear though. And as Ward-Prowse puts it on the deck, he and Rob Holding will pass out from the back with Cardiff leading by 2. And Pedro Antonio plays a lovely crossfield ball to Helder. Down the left, what a cross. Odriozola arriving and should have scored. Ramiro makes the save and it's cleared off the line. Lovely flowing football, but that should have been free. Poor from Alvaro. He should have buried that. Roachny Almark still the lead is 2. I'm not going to stop putting our foot. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Alex Ramiro with a howler. And what on earth is wrong with goalkeepers in Football Manager this year? How many times have we seen this? through our goalkeepers and opposition goalkeepers throughout the course of the save. Sort it out, SI. That should not happen. Either way, we'll take it. Sociedad 0, Cardiff 3. What a first leg result this is going to be. Well, it's only appropriate for our visit to Spain for the first leg. It's our Spaniards that come good for us. Carl Zelenya, Vic Camarasa and Peleo Maria all get a goal each in a convincing 3-0 victory for Cardiff City. And I'm going to passionately say to the boys, that was really special, lads. Nobody gets a chance, but you played magnificently. Congratulations. And they're all extremely delighted by that as well. And once again, Goncalves, superb display. He is such a crucial member of our back line. 3-0 the final score. Fantastic first leg result. And heading back to Wales, Sociedad will need to score 3 goals in 7 days' time. Otherwise, we are in to the round of 16. Great bounce back after that loss away against the Terriers. But that was today's episode of the Football Manager series, guys. So a big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy today's episode, please drop a like. As likes are, of course, very much appreciated. And do that channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And I think I'll play the second leg off camera because I'm pretty confident now we'll be going through. And what we'll do is we'll come back with the Arsenal and Manchester United doubleheader in the Premier League. And if we do indeed make it through, which we should do, touch wood, I'll also do the draw for the round of 16 as well. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the next episode very soon. Bye now.